Sleepy dings.
Welcome back to our Smash Brothers discussion.
Smashcast.
Yes.
Back to life.
That's
Back
not-
to reality. That's not what it's called.
That's not what
I'm
it's
sure
called.
somebody
it's not
else.
Called, no, yeah, that's already taken.
Yes.
Smash Talk, all that stuff. It's all taken. Everything's taken. Everybody just talks about Smash Bros. We're not doing anything original here at all. Anyway, last time we got together, we talked about characters and speculation for characters that we wanted to see in the game, that we expected to see in the game, and all that good stuff. And before we move on to like stages and things, since we last sat down, a lot has happened with the game that's kind of important in terms of characters. And I also want to discuss some good fan suggestions for characters that I think are worth mentioning. But
We also
before,
Or some
Kinda
bad
forgot.
fan suggestions.
We also
Yeah.
kind of forgot a few characters to talk about last time.
yeah, yeah. But
Very
before,
brief.
before we get to that, let's discuss the things that are actually confirmed that to have happened. That are worth mentioning, that involve characters, chances for characters, and all that good stuff. Let's start with what I consider to be probably the least important thing to talk about, which Starfy was confirmed as an assist trophy.
Least important.
Yes, easily.
In terms of the things
I mean,
that have
listen-
happened since then, yes, Starfy being an assist trophy is the least important. Okay, I'm sorry.
I
Ricky.
mean, he hasn't been confirmed to be an assist, but
He is.
he's
Come on.
pretty much.
Here's the thing, man.
he wasn't
Even
confirmed to be
before
a
that-
character.
Even before that pick went up, I as soon as okay, let's
Just
hang on.
say it, because it's not a surprise.
Okay, well, alright, whatever. Fucking Rosalina's in the game. That's huge, guys. I'm so jazzed about that because I love Rosalina so much. But as soon as she and Luma were confirmed, I was like, well, there go Starfy's odds, man. I thought he had a decent chance. I thought he had his American debut since Brawl came out. I thought he had a shot, but not anymore. Can't have two tiny, fat, yellow stars hopping around at a distance. Won't be able to tell them apart.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Starfy.
Starfy's. He's
Reach for the star.
yeah, he's basically a permanent assist trophy now, I think.
I think that's a fine. I'm fine with that. I just think it would have been cool. He could have been playable, but I'm fine with him not being.
Yeah,
I'd rather.
I'd
I'd
like
much
to see-
rather have Rosalina. To be
Oh
honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So that's that with Starfy.
Well, hold on. With Starfy Nintendogs, is that it for like sort of veteran assist trophies? Or is it more?
So far it is, yeah.
So far, yeah, but we're not on assist trophies yet. Come on.
I know. I'm just fucking. Alright,
Alright,
never mind.
well, I mean,
Never mind.
we also
I
have-
just wanted to talk about it.
speaking of assist trophies, we have the Phantom, which is more than likely an assist trophy.
Yeah, let's talk about Zelda
Well,
for a
You
second.
guys are jumping the gun.
Yeah, that's
Assist trophies out, that's kind of bleeding into other
no,
talks.
it's not. Fucking forget it. What Zelda was revealed. Jesus Christ, Zelda was revealed. Zelda
Yeah,
was
We all
before.
knew
Yeah,
Zelda was going to be in the game. Yeah.
Zelda
Yeah,
was the last
of course.
character that they revealed, returning character, and she's fucking
At
Twilight
the time
Princess.
of this recording.
Yeah, at the time of this
Yep.
recording. Obviously, everybody knew Zelda was going to be in. It was just a matter of when. And since A Link Between Worlds just came out in Japan, it made sense.
Yeah.
I
I expected her to be revealed a month ago, but that was
I didn't know that the game came out a month before it did in Japan.
Yeah.
That's just weird to me. But anyway.
Rumor has it, the website is on break for a week because of New Year's, and this is when we're recording it.
it is on break for a week.
The rumor is next week the new Kirby game comes out, or the week it comes back, the new Kirby game is out, so we'll probably get either DDD or Meta Knight that week.
Could
What
be.
was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, Zelda. Zelda is awesome, and she's now the second hottest character in the game, after Marth, of course.
Oh, well, obviously. Yeah, it's worth pointing out that her look is clearly based on Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
I figured they would do that after seeing what Link looked like.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's it makes sense because that means they don't have to change Sheik or Ganondorf.
Yeah. I also think that like Twilight Princess, I like to give it crap for being too dark, but I think like of any modern Zelda game, that's like the look of Zelda characters now. That's basically like Ocarina of Time grown up with better character models, you know.
I'm fine with that because they look really good.
Yeah.
And is it... I mean, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but the necklace that Zelda wears in all the screenshots is the eyeglass, the Sheikah eyeglass, and is that the same as it was in Twilight Princess, or is it a different necklace?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like that.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
Because the Sheikah were, I mean, they played a part in the story of that game, so, you know.
Oh, did they? Okay. All right.
I wanted to say real quick about Zelda. How do you like her, first of all, she's seen using the Phantom, but she also, in, like, one of the screenshots, she's doing Jotaro's, like, pose from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and everybody on Tumblr was like having a field day with that. They were like, Zelda stand user, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same pose that Sheik is doing in her Brawl art.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. It looks cool. She looks really cool.
Yeah,
she does look really badass.
She looks good. But let's talk about the thing that everybody is talking about. Let's talk about that Phantom for a second, because it's a fucking assist trophy, and I don't understand why people don't think it is.
Here's why. Because A, they're not going to mix the adult-looking characters with the Toon world, and Phantom is clearly from one of the Toon games, so they're not going to just suddenly give Zelda a Toon Zelda-ish thing. And on top of that, they're not going to break up the Din's Fire, Ferori's Wind, and Nairu's Love. They're not just going to give her a new attack and get rid of one of those. So it's clearly an assist. I don't see what the big debate is.
I can't say with confidence that an assist, but I can say with 100% confidence that that is not. They haven't changed her moveset.
No.
Yeah,
if they changed her moveset, we'd be getting some screenshots with the movesets. I think that we didn't get any new any screenshots with her moves because we can assume that they're the same.
Yeah. I don't think that I don't understand. I mean, anytime they've like changed the character's moves, it's always been a very small thing, like they changed Bowser's side B, or they gave Mario Flood, you know, or Ganon's like attacks. They never just completely like. She's not going to be Phantom centric, you know.
Right.
They've never just completely changed the character like that without good reason. And
it wouldn't make sense for the character anyway.
Yeah, I think the Phantom looks really cool. I think it's cool that it's like representing. That I think one of the cool and unique things about Spirit Tracks is that, you know, Zelda is with you for the entire game. But I just don't see them. Not only do I not think it's a good idea, but I don't think it's something they would do to just change her moveset like that.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
Sakurai put up that picture 100% to cause controversy. That's 100% what that picture is there for. It's to lead you to believe that Sheik's not in the game, just like they did with Brawl, and it's worked because fucking people are talking about it. So,
right. Do you remember how long we had to wait for a Sheik confirmation when Brawl was coming out?
It was a while.
It was a long time.
People were pretty
on edge about that.
They were like, hey, "Is Sheik gonna be back? How am I gonna play tournaments without Sheik?" But I don't. Sheik's not going anywhere. That's part of what makes Zelda unique. It's sort of her gimmick in the game.
There was a bigger chance of Sheik being cut before Brawl than there is of Sheik being cut now.
Yeah.
Because it was her second appearance, so they could have done anything, you know, and they were updating the look. So
and
it was really iffy.
It was her look was based on a game that didn't have Sheik in it.
Exactly.
But
now
that we know there is a Sheik design in the Twilight Princess art style, that Sheik's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Nope.
For sure.
I want to also mention in another one of the screenshots with Link and Peach. She's doing the exact same pose she is doing in the one with the Phantom, but there's no Phantom in that picture. And I highly doubt that like she would be doing a move where she has that same exact pose for a very long time, where the Phantom would appear, attack, and then disappear, and she's still doing that pose.
Maybe every button does the same thing for Zelda.
Yeah, I'm with you, Don. For all the reasons that we've said and more, I'm not falling for that.
I would say, like since David brought it up, like that Jotaro pose, since it sort of is the same pose that Sheik does.
That's a tease for Sheik.
Yeah, it's a tease for Sheik.
Yeah, that's probably like part of the animation for when she transforms.
Yeah.
If the necklace is different, I think that would be kind of a tease too. But if it's not, just disregard this whole thing. What was I going to say? Can we count Rosalina as a hit for us for guessing one of the characters?
Let's talk about Rosalina, because that's the big one.
None of us said she's definitely going to be in it, though.
No.
I feel like... See, I'm not even trying to take credit for this, because I did not think that her odds were the best of the three Mario characters that I named.
Me neither.
But I think that when we did our last podcast, I felt like Rosalina's chances were better than anybody else in this call, even though I thought Waluigi's and Bowser Jr.'s were even better than hers.
Well,
I was in the Bowser Jr. camp, but I'm happily surprised.
Yeah, the thing about Rosalina is, like, she's only been in, like, 7 games total, so, like, that's not a lot.
Dude,
like,
that's more than there are Pikmin or Mother or,
yeah, but in
Kid Icarus games.
A series as big as Mario, though?
Right.
I mean, like...
And not as a main
I
character.
can't,
in the franchise.
yeah, right, yeah, now she's basically the 5th main character, so, like...
And I am 50 Shades of okay with that.
So, yeah, but I mean,
make a 50 Shades of Grey joke?
Can you blame us for, like, being like, well, Rosalina might have the least chance of, like... Because Bowser Jr. and Waluigi and Toad have been in, like, a ton of games.
Oh,
like...
I like how you threw Toad in there.
Shut the fuck up. Am I not allowed to have an opinion?
Never like it.
No, come on.
The thing, we said this when we did the last one. I didn't think she had much of a shot before she was playable in like a main 3D Mario game, and I was when that happened, I didn't immediately go like, "That's it, she's in Smash Brothers." But when that happened, I was kind of like, "Whoa, geez, I don't even know now." Like, anything's game. Like it surprised me so much that I felt like the paradigm had shifted. I was like, well, I can't say either way with confidence. And sure enough, here she is, looking fabulous.
Can we agree that that's nail in the coffin for every other Mario character, though?
Yeah,
I can. Yeah.
100%.
I'm gonna hesitate on that one because there's no way that all 5 Mario characters are gonna be unlockable from the start. So there's a big maybe there.
Who's to say that Luigi and Rosalina are?
Well, we know Luigi will probably be unlocked.
Luigi's never.
Who's to say
unlocked.
there will be hidden characters at all?
Yeah, that's true. All right.
A lot of fighting
I'm
games
gonna say
are
that
going
we know.
that route. So
I'm going to say that the fact that we have 5 Mario characters already kind of makes that iffy.
Yeah, I don't
We'll
think
see.
there's going to be any more Mario characters. Not this time.
Probably not, but I say there's a shot.
Well, the thing here's something that I wanted to talk about. A lot of people I saw complaining on Twitter that there's too many Mario characters now, and they were counting.
There's
Yoshi.
your problem, Twitter.
They were counting
Those people are
Yoshi.
stupid.
Hang on, shut up. They were counting Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Wario, and they shouldn't be, because Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Wario all represent their own franchises, and Donkey Kong and Wario in particular have more games in their franchise than Zelda or Metroid games exist. If you don't count remakes or the CDI games, but I mean that's they've earned their place on their own merits. Yes, they were originally created for the Mario universe, but their respective franchises have spun out of control so fast that those are major Nintendo franchises. They've earned their place. They're not Mario characters on the roster. They don't have the same symbol. You shouldn't be counting them when you say, "Oh, there's too many Mario characters." I think 5, which is what we have. That's how many have the mushroom. That's how many were in Melee, and it's 1 more than was in Brawl. That's, I think for a series that's as big and as important as Mario, probably the most important video game franchise of all time, I think it's okay that we have 5.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
Nintendo crossover game.
I think Rosalina is a good choice because she represents the Galaxy games, and those were huge for just the series in general. Like, she represents a new era, basically.
She's modern Mario, yeah.
Yeah, all the other characters are old school Mario. They've been around since the beginning, and Rosalina is now pretty much the newest character to be in Smash Bros. In general. I think maybe we fit trainers.
I said when we were discussing Rosalina last time, I said that Wii Fit Trainer was newer, but I think I was wrong when I said that. I think
you are too.
I think Wii Fit actually came out before Mario Galaxy 1 did, but I might be wrong about that.
I'm pretty sure Galaxy was 2006 or 2007. So let me check what Wii Fit was.
So let me just say
it was 2007 for Galaxy, by the way.
We got our 5 Mario characters, so that means that our Pokemon roster can be extended now. And I'm going to go ahead and say Mewtwo's in it.
Mario Galaxy came out a month before Wii Fit, so I was right.
Ooh, so close.
I was right before.
They're
but I
still
was wrong.
both very new, like for the series.
Yeah, does it even matter?
No, it doesn't matter. But yeah,
I'm going on record.
you're calling
Mewtwo's
Mewtwo?
in. He's in it.
I think so. I think there's gonna be 5 Pokemon characters now. 5.
Yep.
5 characters on the select screen, okay? Because I know Ricky's about to be like, well, there were 6 in the last game, okay? I get it.
Yep.
But I mean on the character select screen.
I know what you mean. Select slots.
Yeah.
When we say characters, I'm just going to clarify. We mean select slots on the screen.
What, Mewtwo, huh? You're calling it.
I'm gonna say it.
The 4 from the
Write
last
it down.
game and Mewtwo.
You don't think Lucario's getting cut?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
I think now that we have 5.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I
be
think now
those
that
5.
exactly. I think now that there's 5 Mario characters, we're getting all 5 Pokemon characters.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, Pichu.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pichu.
Rest in Pichu.
Rest in Pichu. Yeah.
Okay.
I will
That's interesting.
remember you.
That's interesting.
And-
We'll talk more about Pokemon characters.
I hope one of the events is Mewtwo versus Lucario, but
Yeah.
What?
I was. Yeah.
okay.
Can we talk real quick about characters that we forgot to bring up in?
Yeah, let's jump in right into
Yeah,
it.
Well, since we were talking about Pokemon, we can talk about Blaziken.
Okay, well, let's just do
Everyone's
that.
favorite spider fight.
Alright.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Why don't we
talk.
bring up Blaziken next time?
We're gonna talk about a few characters that people brought up that I think are worth talking about, and characters that we
And
remember.
shouted at us.
Yeah, that we forgot. And since we're starting with Pokemon, Blaziken was a very common request.
Far and away the number 1 request.
Yeah, and there's a few reasons for that. I think the biggest reason, of course, is because he did get a Mega Evolution this generation, and they give you one for free in the game. And I think that's
For fight.
yeah.
I think that Blaziken has been a very popular Pokemon even before the Mega Evolution. In fact, I think he got a Mega Evolution because of how popular he is.
Yeah.
So I feel like people were clamoring for Blaziken even before Brawl came out. Maybe
In the
not.
same way they did Charizard, you think?
Not. I think no. I don't think. I don't think anybody wanted Charizard. I mean, sorry, Blaziken more than Charizard. But
I can hear them typing right now. I want a Blaziken more than Charizard.
here's the thing, man. If Josh was here, he would be fuming out his ears right now because he hates Blaziken. I don't hate Blaziken. I like it. I don't like it as much as Combuskin, or even as much as like Sceptile or Swampert. But I think it's cool. I don't. The thing about Blaziken is like before it got Speed Boost, and even a little bit after, I don't think there's anything about it that like screams like most iconic 3rd gen Pokemon to me.
No, I don't think so either.
I think I hate to say it because I hate this guy as much as Josh hates Blaziken, but when I think of like iconic Pokemon from 3rd gen, the first one that comes to my mind is Deoxys, because like he had the move.
Yeah.
He had
I agree.
several forms. You know, he was like in every version of the 3rd generation.
Mm-hmm. He was the Mewtwo of the 3rd generation.
Yeah, exactly.
And even like going to like other, just generic Pokemon from 3rd gen. I maybe it's just me, but I think more about like Plusle Minun or even like Kecleon was a big one. He was one of the first ones.
Really?
He was one of the first ones revealed from 3rd gen, and he was like in the anime.
He was the first one revealed from 3rd gen.
He was. That's right. We looked it up. He was the first revealed, and he was like in the anime, just like Togepi or whatever, before the game came out. You know. Yeah, I don't know. I like Blaziken a lot, but I don't know that just being popular makes him.
Yeah.
I know that popularity
rumor
is a big part of like how you decide this, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. The big rumor is that we're going to get Hoenn remakes soon, and Blaziken would be a good promo for that.
Blaziken was also the only starter that wasn't from 1st gen to get a Mega Evolution.
Again, I think that was because he was so popular.
Right. I don't think Blaziken's going to be in this game. I don't. I think his chances are better than most Pokemon, but I don't necessarily that makes them good, because like I just think we're going to get ones we've already had before. I just think we're going to get Mewtwo and Lucario again. I don't think we're going to get a new Pokemon. I don't think we're going to get Blaziken or Zoroark or Deoxys. I don't think we're gonna get any of them.
I think we'll probably get a new form of Mewtwo, and that'll be pushed as the new Pokemon character.
Yeah.
You brought up Zoroark a second ago. Before, like, a long ass, like, pretty much right after Brawl came out, and 5th Gen came out, I was like, well, Zoroark's going to be replacing Lucario in the next game, clearly. He's the one from...
As we mentioned last time, there's been a whole another generation of Pokemon, so fuck Zoroark.
I know, exactly. I'm completely with you. I just wanted to say that I used to think his chances were good, and now,
now he has zero chance. I don't think he has any chance.
Who cares about Zoroark now?
Yeah,
right.
We've all moved on.
I don't see... Here's why Blaziken I don't think is going to get him, because... How do you choose one starter over the others? That's why Charizard, Ivysaur, and Squirtle are all in it, because they're all equal footing. You can't put Blaziken and then completely ignore, Sceptile and Swampert.
Sure you can.
Even though they kind of have negative forms.
Yeah.
We're like, here you go, Blaziken.
Alright, you're right. I'll shut
What
up.
are the others?
Yeah, but that's not Smash Brothers. But
I guess.
since you brought up the Pokemon Trainer, another very common request that I read from viewers is changing the Pokemon Trainer's Pokemon. I think that's a stupid idea, but it's worth mentioning. So let's talk about that.
I don't think it's a dumb idea, but it's not going to happen in a million years, and here's why. They're not going to get rid of Charizard.
I think it's simpler than that.
Nope.
I think it's not going to happen in a million years because there's no set of starters that are as diverse as the ones from the 1st gen. Because you have the one that you can fly around, and you have the one that is on all fours, you have the one that's quick and, all that shit. But if you use the ones from, say, Gen 2, they all basically have the same build.
Well, except for Meganium.
How is that simpler than they can't get rid of Charizard? They literally can't. People will fly to Japan and murder fuckers. Nobody's Charizard ain't going anywhere, and because of that, neither are Squirtle and Ivysaur. They're not gonna change Squirtle and Ivysaur to represent other gens. No.
Yeah. People also suggested Charizard being by himself without the trainer, which I don't think is gonna happen because they're not gonna get rid of those movesets.
Nope. Also, like you said before, Matt, the Pokemon Trainer represents the Pokemon series better than any individual Pokemon could.
Yeah, I still think that, and I think it would even if they changed the Pokemon, but they're not going to because they've already made the movesets. They've got Charizard. He's the most important one, and even if they like David said, they're not gonna no other set of Pokemon. Even if you combined different gens, if you took one from 3rd gen, one from 2nd gen, and one from 6th gen or whatever, and just mixed them all together, they still wouldn't equal out to the same. None of them can fly. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. You have the quadruped, you have the biped, you have the flying one, and no other set of starters has that kind of spread.
What else I think is super important is that the Kanto starters are in X and Y again. They are now relevant to a new generation of children playing Pokemon.
And Smash.
I almost feel like they... Obviously, this probably wasn't the case, but I almost feel like they put them in X and Y just so they could keep them in Smash Brothers.
They'd have some kind of rationale.
They would always had rationale because they're from the beginning. Also, Charizard. Charizard is the biggest argument for Pokemon Trainer, okay? And he always will be. I like my argument about how he represents the series better, but I don't think they're looking at that. They're looking at fucking Charizard, and that's just how it's always going to be.
Right.
They're not going to change.